exciting, and easy to understand. Here, we'll explore lots of cool math topics, especially geometry, which is about studying shapes, sizes, and spaces, and we'll help you understand it step by step. You'll get to see model shapes like cubes, spheres, cones, and more to make tricky ideas simple. We'll also use amazing tools like PhET simulations to explore areas of plane shapes such as squares, rectangles, circles, and triangles. These interactive tools will help you see how shapes work and how to calculate their areas in real-world situations. This is a space where you can ask questions, try new things, and learn in a fun way. Are you ready to discover how awesome math can be? Let's get started.
Welcome back to your mathematics clinic again, and I still remain your mathematics clinic teacher. Today, we want to continue on our solid shape. In this class, we have looked at prism, and tonight or today, we are going to look at pyramid. What is pyramid? Can you see this? Great. Can you see this? Can you see this? What object at home look like this? Can you think of an object at home that look like this? Okay. Yes. What object? You remember the object? Now, what do we call this object? Let's look up. Come up with me. The object I showed to you now is called pyramid. What is pyramid? A pyramid is a solid shape with a flat base and a point top. The base can be any shape. It can be a square, it can be triangle, it can also be rectangle. Don't forget, a pyramid is a solid shape with a flat base. Look at the solid shape with me, or the three-dimensional shape with me, or solid mensuration with me. You see that it has a flat base, and that flat base must be traced to a, what do you call it? A point top. Can you see the point top here? Yes. Two conditions. It must have a flat base and a point top. This is a flat base. And when you look at this flat base, what shape is this flat base giving you? Great. Square. This flat base is giving me square because all these four sides are equal. So this is a what? A square. So, and it has a pointed top. Can you see the pointed top now? Great. Now, the base can be any shape. It can be a square, just like this now. It can be a triangle, or it can also be a rectangle. So that means if, like this, the base, the flat base is what? Is square. You call it square pyramid. If the flat base is triangle, you call it triangle pyramid. If the flat base is rectangle, you call it rectangular pyramid. And one more condition. All other sides must be triangle. All other side must be triangle. When you look here now, other side is triangle. This is also triangle. This is also triangle. If other side is not a triangle, it can never be pyramid. It can never be pyramid. So it must have a what? A flat base, and every other side must be what? Must be triangle before you can call it a pyramid. And the most important condition is that it must have a pointed top. That pointed top is what we call apex. This pointed top here is what we call apex. So it must, before you can call it a pyramid, it must have a what? It must have a pointed top that we call apex. Once it has a pointed top and it has a flat base and other side is what? Is triangle, then it is a pyramid. So the shape with me now is a what? Is a square pyramid. If the flat base give you triangle, you call it triangular pyramid. If the flat base give you rectangle, you call it rectangular pyramid. I'm still going to show you other shape. So this is a what? A square pyramid. Can you see a square pyramid now? Now, we want to learn about properties of this square pyramid. We want to look at the faces on it. Let's look at the edges on it, and let's look at the vertex. The vertices on it, the vertex. So the face, that's the surface. You have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a square pyramid has 5 faces. A square pyramid has 5 faces. So an edge, don't forget that an edge is a point where 2 faces meet. When you look at it, this is a face now. This is also another face. This is where they meet. So that means this is what? An edge. So how many numbers of edges can we have on a square pyramid? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a square pyramid has 8 edges. Now let's move on to vertex. Don't forget, what's the definition of a vertex? Good. A vertex is a corner or a place where 2 or more edges meet. This is an edge. This is also an edge. This is also an edge. So therefore, this is a what? A vertex. So when you have more than one vertex, you call it vertices. So that means vertex is singular. Vertices is what? Is plural. That means we can teach English in mathematics class. All right, so let's go. So how many vertices do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A square pyramid has 5 vertices. A square pyramid has vertices. A square pyramid has vertices. So that means the properties of a square pyramid is what? It has 5 faces, 8 edges, 5 vertices. Is that clear now? That is a pyramid. A pyramid is a solid shape with a flat base and pointed top. The base can be any what? Any shape. It can be square, it can be triangle, it can be what? Rectangle. All other sides must be what? Triangle. All other sides must be what? Must be triangle. So that is that about pyramid. We are going to look at more solid shape now. We are going to look at more solid shape after we come back from this advertisement. So let's go.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Mathematics Clinic, where learning math is fun, exciting, and easy to understand. Here we'll explore lots of cool math topics, especially geometry, which is about studying shapes, sizes, and spaces, and we'll help you understand it step by step. You'll get to see model shapes like cubes, spheres, cones, and more to make tricky ideas simple. We'll also use amazing tools like PhET simulations to explore areas of plane shapes such as squares, rectangles, circles, and triangles. These interactive tools will help you see how shapes work and how to calculate their areas in real-world situations. This is a space where you can ask questions, try new things, and learn in a fun way. Are you ready to discover how awesome math can be? Let's get started.
You welcome back to your mathematics clinic. And like I said, we want to look at other solid shapes. We want to look at other solid shape. The first other solid shape you want to look at is this in my hand. What does this look like? You call it an orange? Yes, you can call it an orange. What other things? Oh, it looked like ball. Oh, what other thing? It looked like basketball. Oh, it looked like table tennis egg. Oh, what other things? Oh, it looked like L shape. Yes, you are right. That is what we call sphere. That is what we call sphere. What is a sphere? A sphere is a round, ball-like shape. You can see it's like a ball. It is all round. You can see everything is what? Is all round. It has no flat side. You can see it has no flat side. If I put it here, it will be moving. It will be moving like a ball. So it has no flat side. It has no flat side. It has no flat side. You can see that. And it has no edges. It has no edges. It has no corner. So what other things can we say about sphere? A sphere is perfectly round, just like a basketball. It's just like this is like a basketball. And of course, what other things can we see on it? I've said it has no edge and it has no corner. Now let's see another solid shape. What does this look like? What does this look like? Oh, it's like half of a what? Half of a sphere. Half of a sphere. You can see half of a sphere. And half of a sphere is what we call hemisphere. Can you see that? And half of a sphere is what we call hemisphere. What is an hemisphere? An hemisphere is just an half of this. You can see a sphere. And half of a sphere is what we refer to as what? Hemisphere. So that means if you cut this into two equal parts, it will become what? It will become an hemisphere. So the word hemisphere simply means half. The word hemi, that hemi that you are seeing there, hemi. When we say hemi, hemi, H-E-M-I, sphere. So this hemi means half. Hemis means what? Half. That is why we call it hemisphere. Can you see that now? That's why we call it hemisphere. So it means hemisphere means half of sphere. Hemisphere is half of sphere. So what are the properties? One of the properties of an hemisphere is that it looks like a bowl. That bowl you normally use to wash things at home. The bowl that your mommy used to wash clothes. So it looked like what? Like an hemisphere. So that's one of object at home that look like what? That look like hemisphere. It also have a flat surface. You can see it has a flat surface. So this is the only one flat surface an hemisphere has. And that is when you cut a sphere into two equal parts. Then it also have a curved surface. Can you see the curved surface? Can you see the curved surface? An hemisphere has no edge, just like a cylinder. It has no edge, and it has no what? It has no vertex as well. So, but you can see a circular boundary on the flat surface. You can see a circular boundary on what? On that surface. So, like I said, there are objects at home that look like what? An hemisphere. I'll give you an example. Your mommy's bowl. Then sometimes your ice cream. Some of the ice cream that look like this, we have them like that. Can you see that now? So that is what? An hemisphere. So the third shape we are going to look at, can you see this? Can anybody tell me this? Can anybody tell me this? Great. It is called cone. Cone. A cone look like an heart. Can you see me now? It's like when you put an heart on your head. Can you see it? Yes. A cone look like what? It look like an heart, a party heart. It look like a party heart. So it's like an ice cream. It's like an ice cream, but you cannot lick this one. So it look like an ice cream. So it has one flat surface. You can see one flat surface, and it has one curved surface. Can you see the one flat surface, one curved surface, one flat surface, one curved surface? Can you see that now? So what other properties of cone can we talk about? I've talked about the flat surface that look like a what? A circle. The curved surface, can you see it now? That start from the what? From the circle base. Can you see? Can you see that now? And it has what we call a tip, which we call apex, just like that of our pyramid. So, but that of cone, you can see other side of a cone is not forming triangle. Is giving you a curved surface. So the tip or the point end of the cone is what we refer to as what? As apex. And don't forget, a cone has no edge and it has no vertices. Can you see that now? So, ladies and gentlemen, wonderful students, these are all solid shape. And I'm going to quickly run you through all the solid shape again. Can you tell me this? Can you tell me this? Great. This is a cylinder. That's good of you. That's a cylinder. What about this? Oh, somebody said I should let you see the top and the base. That's good of you. Before you can talk about prism, you must see the top. Can you see the top? Can you see the bottom? They have the same shape and they have the same size. Then the next thing, you want to look at the side. It's like a rectangle. Then therefore, this is a what? A prism. But what type of prism is this? You have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A polygon with 7 sides. Heptagon. So this is what? Heptagon. This is heptagon prism. This is heptagon prism. Good. Can we see another one? This is an heptagon prism. Can we see another one? Okay, so let's see another shape. Can we see another shape? Great. This is also a prism. But what kind of prism is this? Oh, you want to see the base, the top, triangle, the bottom, triangle, the side, rectangle. Then this is a prism. What kind of prism is this? Triangular prism. A triangular prism, because the top and the bottom is what? Is giving us triangle. Another side is giving us rectangle. Then it is called a what? A prism. But this is a triangular prism. What other shape? I also have another prism here. It's also another prism. Can you see it? The top, rectangle, the base, rectangle, the side, rectangle. Then what kind of prism is this? Yes, this is called a rectangular prism. Rectangular prism. And a rectangular prism is also the one we call cuboid. A rectangular prism is also the one we call cuboid. That's good of you. That's good of you. So that is how far we can go on solid shape. If you are joining us for the first time, try and like all our videos and make sure you share this video with your friend. Share them with your your friends' parents, and make sure you subscribe to this channel. The reason why you have to subscribe to this channel is to get notification anytime we have a new video. So far so good. So far so good. We are through with solid shape. So our next video is going to be how to find the total surface area of all those solid shape. Till I come your way again, I still remain your mathematics clinic teacher. Bye-bye.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Mathematics Clinic, where learning math is fun, exciting, and easy to understand. Here, we'll explore lots of cool math topics, especially